Hey, Tribe Vibes. How you guys doing? Before we get started, let's bring the breath. Pluto and Aquarius. How has that Pluto and Aquarius been feeling? Have you guys been feeling things out? Is the water fine? Let me know. If things are wild as the bananas, drop in the comments. Make sure you let us know. But I'm just coming in, just filling out some of the energy, talking about some of the things that I have been investigating. So first, Pluto. Pluto, Pluto, Pluto. So Pluto is a planet about deep transformation. And it's a slow moving planet. So we're talking about 21-year cycles here. And so for certain signs, it may hit a little different. And you also may want to see where it is exactly in your birth chart. Okay, but so 21 years, first off, flashback. I don't even know how old you guys are, but flashback. What were you doing 21 years ago? That's quite a while for a cycle. But now things are wrapping up. It's time for new beginnings, right? But in the midst of this new beginning, since Pluto gives you like a slow burn, right? So since we're in a 21-year cycle, this isn't like your normal, like, okay, new beginnings, okay, we starting something new. No, this is deep and transformational. So what will the next 21 years of your life look like? That's what you kind of have to kind of reflect on here. What does the next 21 years possibly look like for me? Okay, so if you flash back these 21 years, what have we done? Some of us have, you know, started businesses, went to school, started careers, had kids. A lot of things have happened over the course of this 21-year cycle, maybe from you leaving your high school years or 21-year-old years or whatever to where we are now. Some of us are just beginning those cycles, right? Okay, so no age bias here, right? But just for the next wave, either way, if you are 21 right now, it wouldn't even matter. By the time this next cycle ends, you'll be 42, right? So, still, what would you like to see that look like? Okay. So, but not on a surface or superficial level. Okay, well, I'm gonna have me a car, I'm gonna have me a house, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna have this together. That's nice. That would be nice. No worries, no qualms against that, right? But on a so deep transformational level, on a why you came to the planet level, what might that look like? Okay. So those things that, or those things is really within you that you've been working on for years. What does that look like? What does it look like for you to be an empowered version of yourself instead of a people pleasing version of yourself? What would that look like? Because Pluto's definitely here to help you with that, right? And sometimes you're like, okay, Pluto gonna help me with that, but it may burn down first everything that you've been pleasing. It might bring all that up to the surface and set it all ablaze, right? And once you work through all of that, once you let that go, the expectations, the way you thought it should look, and all that other stuff, once you get past all that, then you can really figure out, who am I? Why did I really come to the planet? What really brings me joy? Not what I've just been trying to portray, shall we say? Okay. What else is Pluto saying? But just some of those cycles too, the cycles that you have been looping on. Now, if you have been looking at it, great. But the cycles you have been looking at, Pluto's definitely going to shine a light. That light's going to be a little bit brighter now. So if you've been kind of just like every now and then you look at it in your shadow's going to be a little bit more illuminated. Okay. But remember, you are the light. If you're ever in the dark and you're a little bit shaky, a little bit questionable, it's getting darker and darker and darker, you must be the light, right? So shine, do what you are naturally here to do. Fear not, okay? Fear not, dear one. You got this, okay? But like I said, so, or just those childhood dreams. You know, childhood holds a lot for us. So those childhood dreams of things you may have really, really wanted to do, but then you didn't go for it. You had to get serious. You had to pay the bills. You had to do this. You had to do that. You had to do this. But what would that have looked like for you? Like a deep childhood dream. My butterflies are really sticking out to me right now because it's like the transformation, the beautiful butterfly. So over this next 21 years, just letting yourself just develop and grow into that beautiful butterfly. But it's also about time to get busy, right? It's not time for imposter syndrome. It's not time to play small, but it is time to step fully into your purpose, fully into your call, because those are the things that Pluto will shake awake. If you're still trying to be like, I'm just gonna play the status quo. The status quo is gone. So no longer playing the status quo. If you were just trying to do what everybody else is doing, oh, everybody else is doing now, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop on this wave and just do what they're doing. That's all gonna burn down. So you might not want to go with that wave. The path least traveled, that road that it may take a little bit of tilling that soil, but that road that you know that you might have should have taken, but it just wasn't. You didn't see a lot of foot tracks. It looked like, oh, this is gonna be something. I gotta just start over from scratch. There you go. That's the road. That's the road. Okay. So within yourself, we all have an internal knowing. So you know within yourself what that looks like for you. Okay. So it's more like about trusting it. Don't go against it. Don't kick against the current. That is not what you want to do right now. It's more about going with the flow and the flow of life, not the flow of your ego, not the flow of what you think it should be. That is what you want to go against right now. And that would be heavily rewarded. But the flow of life. Okay, go with the flow. Get up and in a intentional mode. God always got you. Okay, what should I be doing? Where should I go? What should I say and to who? So get up with that type of intentional living. Continue to move towards those type of experiences and see what shows up. Right. Okay, so in the midst of this, we are still going to do. So we talked about a little bit of a breakdown, a little bit of the transformation, a little bit of going under the surface. The spirit's also talking about go more under the surface of you. Who are you really on a soul level, on a core level? So many times we don't even know who we are. We're not our name. We're not our job. We're not our title. We're not our businesses. A lot of those are things that we do, how we show up on the planet and express. Those are roles that we may play. But who are you? When is the last time you've ever asked yourself or explored who are you truly on a soul level? If you haven't, then it's time. Those are the questions that Pluto and Aquarius beg you to ask. So let's begin to ask. But we're also going to do a quick shuffle. So maybe what Pluto and Aquarius has to hold. We're wrapping up January now, I believe. And then we still have a few more months left. So 11 more months left. So let's talk about what some of these more months. So we're going to get into the current energy right now and what Pluto and Aquarius is holding for us. 2 cards out for the current energy from that deck anyway. It said sacred breath and sound. So I went ahead and took a breath. Life force communication. So we'll put this up. Sound came as soon as we said the sound. We did get the sound. I have the sound bowl. I have some sounds too, but we did get the sound just as soon as that sacred breath and sound came. I'm seeing the whale in there. The whale is talking about singing your song for me too. True love, okay, and compassion, tenderness. So be gentle with yourself during this time as well. For those of you looking to attract that type of a love, that is a way to bring it to you by being those things. And then that will flow into your experience. So, okay, that's our current energy. You need to spend some time loving on you. That's you. That's your inner you that she's loving on. Spend some time loving on you. And when you're in your sacred breath, what do you hear? What sounds do you hear? You might have it might have merged into your environment before. It might have irritated you before. But if you really step back, sometimes you'll hear something and then ding, your phone will ding right at that moment. If you really get into, once again, the soundtrack of life, life is always speaking and nudging you. Just about you listening. Okay, so we're also going to get, let's see. Let's get an Archangel Michael for your current energy right now, too. We'll do that. Okay. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. I'll read the next message afterwards, but I wanted you to just see it. They're looking up to the heavens, looking up to angels in their holy books, they're studying, or their notebook, their journal, wherever it is for you, just really tapping in. Okay. And please help me clearly hear That sacred sound again. See, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so that your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. That was a nice one. I like that. Also, whoa, one of them wanted to fall out. So we'll definitely have to read that. We also had this one, which was this is your life's purpose. So we were already just talking about just tapping in. We got into the Pluto and Aquarius right when we came in our intro. We were talking about just getting into why you came on the planet, dropping all the titles, dropping all the what you think you should be, everything else, all of those thought processes, and really get into what is that reason why you came to the planet, which is your life's purpose. And that's what this card's talking about. The Archangel Michael said, "You know the details of my divine life purpose." So it was saying, "Dear, well, my prayer, this is your prayer here, and this is our prayer. Archangel Michael, you know the details of the divine life's purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career." Okay, so whatever you're supposed to be doing on the planet, because Spirit is talking about now how those things can merge. We've always thought it had to be like different, but it can merge. Like why you, what you really love to do, and why you showed up on the planet. Okay, Archangel Michael is also talking to us about spending more time outdoors. Let's see what that's talking about. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and helping me to relax and enjoy connecting with nature. So, even if it's a little chilly in the area that you are at right now, you are still being urged to wrap up and spend some time outdoors. You might not have your shoes off, but if you don't mind it, go ahead and do that too. But it's just time to get out in the doors. Breathe in that fresh air. If you do keep your shoes on and you don't have like a backyard or something like that, you can just walk around nature, metro parks, the local walk down the street to the store. Instead of just driving or doing what you will naturally do, just do a little bit of walking and connecting. That fresh air definitely has some information, and it wants to fill your lungs, fill your body, just fill your whole being with something there, okay? All right. You and your loved ones are safe as well. Okay, calming the waters, peaceful self regulation. So, if you've been feeling a little bit on edge lately, it is time to calm those waters. Peaceful self regulation is the key. Okay, I'm loving that. All right, we're going to do a few. Ooh, I want to make sure my mic isn't covered up by my hair because I don't know how it's going to sound. So, we're going to make sure it's not covered. Okay, so let's do some now. We're going to do some where my light worker star seeds at. We're going to do some information for yours. Pay attention to your dreams. Archangel Michael is also encouraging us. So make sure you're paying attention to those dreams. Write them down. Hopefully you have a dream journal. If you're not remembering your dreams before you go to sleep, it may be time for you to just ask to remember your dreams. Wow. Let's see what that one was. And then we're going to ask for some future guidance. Okay. So first we heard wait. It is not time yet. Things are being woven. So no matter if you feel like you're behind the eight ball, behind the game, whatever you feel like is currently happening. Oh, it's Pluto and Aquarius. I should be doing this. Remember, I told you this is a 21-year cycle. So it is still a slow burn there. So this isn't the need to just hasty is not the way. This is like steady, slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to be slow, but consistent and steady, shall we say, will win this race. You got this one again. Forge, don't follow. Remember, we talked about that in the beginning messages too, that this was not a time to follow the crowd. If it was what everybody else was doing, that building was going to be burning soon. So do not follow what everyone else is doing. The path least followed, the path least traveled, as they say, the path that least people are on, the path that you're paving your own way that it seems pretty scary because you got to go out there and do something on your own. That's the way. Pave a new path that says, be the leader you wish you had. And on this path, you've had a lot of life experience with leaders, with different, all different type of engagements with people in authority. So in this time, be the leader that you wish you had. The person that you wish, like, you know what, I surely wish that, they didn't treat people like that. I wish they gave their people time. I wish they really honored their people for all their hard work they do. Whatever that looks like for you, Be that person. That's what you get to create in this new era. The way it's been is not the way that it has to be. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So you have some rare gifts. Look at that portal. And it looks like we're all being drawn together right there to that portal. We all walking in. We'll meet each other there. Our tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So be prepared. Your inner child, loving your inner child is going to remember I talked about that also in the channel messages in the beginning of Pluto and Aquarius. We talked about your inner child had a lot of keys to what it is that you might really want to do. You have probably been talking yourself out of it. You've probably been telling yourself you had to be realistic, you had to do this and take care of this and really take care of business now to make things happen. But your inner child says, yeah, but come back to that tenderness, come back to that innocence, come back to your rare gifts that you haven't even paid attention to because you've been so busy having to do and take time to whatever was happening. Okay, whatever you felt like that looked like. Okay, so now we want to get some. We'll use the tarot. Really quick, tarot gets to the business, right? So we're gonna get some future messages. Do you have any advice? Okay, now we have 5 of Cups. So you've been looking at what went wrong, and it's time to shift that perspective into what is going right. It's time to begin to creating what can go right. It's time to begin to make it a game. Like, how fun can this get? How can it go right? And Spirit told me it was a card I forgot about over here, so let me see. All right, the Cosmic Heart. And what that cosmic heart is saying is devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So every thought is a prayer, as we said before. So instead of just getting up in the morning and saying your quick prayer, okay, God, work this out, da da da, whatever you may say, begin to make your life a moving prayer. Potency, your manifestation power, all your power to speak things as though they are, speaking things into existence would be so much more powerful and potent when you just begin moving through that type of energy. Every thought is a prayer. Okay, so definitely getting into that. That would be the way you moving forward these next 11 months. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm seeing some being in charge, independence, loyalty, optimism, unexpected income, and someone who inspires others to achieve their goals. So this collective, the people who are following along on us, that's who we are. That's what we're here for. It might look selfishness, might look like that, but nope, you are definitely doing this. All right, you are definitely doing this for the right reasons. You are knowing that it's your time, it's your season, especially when they told you forge, don't follow. So don't believe the hype when people don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, okay? Just definitely do. You got to follow spirit. Don't follow man, follow spirit. Okay? There we go right there. Standing up for your beliefs came out as well, too. So you definitely got to stand your ground, fighting your corner, champ. Okay, in your corner, you got to fight your battle. You got to do that. Not being defensive, but opposing stamina, holding your own, taking the high road at the same time, and being assertive. Okay, that's what I'm hearing there. And then now the Page of Pentacles. This is what's coming in as well too. Good news in earthly matters, solid new beginnings or solid beginnings too. Setting goals, opportunity to increase your outcome, books. Okay, books, y'all. Negotiations, an open-minded person, students, scholars. So I see a lot of things just coming up there in that future that it is talking about. Any advice, Spirit? So you got some advice already. Now, do we have any advice that we want to give to the tribe? Any more advice, Spirit? So the 4 cups did come out there. So we had the 5 cups and the 4 cups. So the regret, feeling like you missed the offer or missed an opportunity. You want to be intentional with that energy. Definitely know that what's for you won't miss you. Okay. So I need you to get out of that. That's why sometimes I like to have the meanings on these cards too. I definitely read the energy of what it's saying to me, but I like that because when I hold it up to you guys, you can know that that's what it means. You know, you can kind of get a general meaning. So I got these. A part of it was just for you too, just so you can see. Okay, so this one's kind of like feeling trapped and restricted. But are these self-imposed prisons or are you really trapped and restricted? Because you definitely got some major decisions coming up. I see the Lovers card coming up. You got lots of things coming up. Major choices, major decisions, soulmates, being put to the test. Magician. So what do you say it's going to be? What do you say the magician says? I have all the resources I need, inner and outer, says the magician. Creativity, power, action, manifestation, skill, all that skill that you've been diligently working on, that's what you're going to be doing in this 24. So it's time to get busy. As soon as I said it. Can't make it up. Okay, so that's like the Eight of Pentacles. And basically, that's building your business. It's a new job if you want it. Trade, craftsmanship, mastering your expertise and mastering your craft. So, as I was talking about spending your time and its energy, that's exactly what I was talking about or thinking about. So, instead of being in this energy where you're worrying, stress, anxiety, get into your bag, get into your craft because the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. I have a new deck too, so I want to see if any messages want to come out of this new deck. Somebody might need a message out of here. Let's see. This is the Hidden Secrets deck. Anything you might need to know. Let me just get that information for you. We'll see. It's coming up. Oh, it flipped over. It's still trying to be hidden, right? Time. This is our second time. Wait, things are not yet woven yet. And this is waiting too. Waiting cycles and moments. Whoa, okay, we got one that fell. Rocking. They say, don't be shaking the table. I'm trying to see. I see that too. Okay, you guys. So timing, commitment. Somebody's getting married this year. Marriage, promises, and fidelity. Chemistry, attraction, and spark. I hope you guys getting excited. Passion, clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. So not only are you going to have you getting married this year, engaged, something popping off this year, but not only is that happening, but it's going to be, attraction, a spark, passion. You guys going to be on fire for each other. Also, truth. This is somebody like that you can trust as well, and make sure you guys can hear this. Okay, truth, intentions, and honesty. This isn't somebody that you just definitely cannot. This isn't somebody that you just definitely like, oh no, I can't trust this person. How would I be able to marry them? No, this is somebody you can trust. Okay. Now it looks like I'll tell y'all what it says. I'm going to tell y'all, but somebody's spying though. They looking, they peeping, they creeping. The card said it. I did it. Right as you saying whatever you're saying, right as you're having whatever you're having, someone is spying. It says social networks that they're spying on you on, and information. They're trying to get information on you, your ways, how you moving, how you operating. Cross watchers, we see you. Okay. It's also because you're beautiful. Just want you to know you're my favorite girl. You're charming. You're graceful. You're also kind hearted. And one more have flipped over too. Lusting. Some people are lusting after you. We ain't gonna show too much for the gram, but lusting for it's forbidden. And then it's also, but it's a non-committal and more like of a sexual energy. So keep that in mind because you get married. So how much would you want to go and be in that kind of energy where somebody just lusting after you and just wants you for what they want you for when you get married? They better catch you while you care. But somebody is thinking about you, is saying. We're taking a turn, missing you, craving you, desiring you. All right. As I said, that confessions. Usher came up. These are my confessions. Unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So, all right. We got all that going. So this is some of the messages, you guys. I'm gonna probably wrap this up, let you guys know. So just in the meantime, definitely protect your energy. That's what I was hearing as you have all these amazing things showing up. Still, 24 is still a year of karma, right? The scales balancing out, 8 year, so new beginnings. All of this is kind of playing at once. It's kind of all coming up simultaneously. So that can be a lot of energy. That can be feeling like an emotional storm sometimes. That can be feeling like, okay, what is happening? I mean, I feel like I heard what she's saying, but it can feel like that. So it's about grounding yourself. That's why they told you to go outdoors. That's why they gave you all that information ahead of time, just so you could have some sort of clarity on maybe what you needed to do. So when things didn't feel, walking by faith again. That way, right in the back of me. But that way, when things didn't, it doesn't look like what I'm saying. It doesn't look like what it should. It looks like turmoil. Stay your ground. Keep going. You got this. You got this. You got this. Okay. Believe in yourself even when it's doubt there. Oh yeah, I had two cards. Let me give y'all this message too. These are the mean messages. Okay. All right, so we had, I'll let you guys see it first. And that said, don't shy away from your greatness. Express fully. We talked about that too at the beginning of the call too. So the world doesn't benefit, the planet doesn't benefit when you shy away from your greatness. So it's time for you to fully step into who you are and express fully. Live in the moment, live in fully who you're supposed to be. Don't let nothing or nobody talk you out or stop you out of that. Period. Point blank. Got it. Got it. Got it. Good. Okay. Heart chakra. Time to take some time with that heart chakra. You. Like we said at the beginning of the call, tap on that heart chakra, begin to just feel in there. Sometimes just when you do that, you can begin to feel like a release in your heart, like you've been holding so much, holding on so much, holding on so long. Sometimes you'll just feel all of that in your heart. So it's time to just breathe that in and breathe it out. You got this, right? Okay. And I said that when I was talking to you about don't shy away from your greatness. The planet does not benefit from you playing small. So we're raising the vibration of the planet right now, okay? The planet is in need of that. We're in a whole new era, a whole new age. What you thought it was from before, it ain't that no more. So even if you thought, oh, well, this is how we do it, this is the status quo, and this is how we get down, that ain't it no more. We're in a whole new era. We have entered the age of the Aquarius. We were already creeping upon it. We had already had some glimmers and all of that. We see what's happened so far with just these few times that it has just tiptoed into Aquarius. So just imagine now that we are fully began to walk into that age, we have New Year's coming around, our next new year, okay? Our next reset is coming for the one and only baby. Every season is coming for every season. That's new beginnings again, resets again. So I need you to be shaking your energy off. I need you to be releasing it constantly as it's happening, moment by moment, second by second. I need you to be releasing it, okay? Know that I love you. Know that I got you. See you soon. Peace.